Hey guys, what's up? I'm Mini Mork and today I'll be playing some hardcore modded Minecraft. I spawned in a swamp. Not the most amazing of biomes, but I guess it will have to do. I gathered some wood so that I could make some easy starter tools. I decided that 2 trees should be about enough. I found plants called cattails, which I've seen in real life before. When I broke it, some cattail fluff came out. I learnt later that I could use 3 cattail fluff to make some string, but I had no use for it by the time I'd figured it out. I grabbed some stone. I don't see the point in making wooden tools other than a pickaxe, because I'm not going to use them. As soon as I make the stone tools, which are better, I'll just start using those instead. I collected 35 cobblestone, enough to make a few tools and 2 furnaces. I like to craft 2 of each of my tools, as I think it's helpful, so that if one of them breaks, I can just use the other instead. I finished up making my tools and made the 2 furnaces. Then I went on my way to try and find somewhere to build my house. I found a little frog. Said hi to him, but he just waddled away. I don't blame him. I'm not the most friendly of people. I went on my way and found some more cattails. I couldn't be bothered to mine them though, since at this point I still didn't know what they were used for. I killed some sheep so I could make my bed, so that when it went to night time, I could just skip to the next morning. I found some walnut wood, which I really enjoyed the colour of. It was like a mix of mangrove and spruce, a lovely warm tone. I thought I'd make my house out of it. I gathered a sapling so I could plant some more trees later, and went on my way, harvesting more walnut wood. I laid out the plans for my house and then started filling in the details with some walnut wood. I used a combination of normal planks and stripped logs to add some texture. I think it looks nicer than just having a plain plank house. I ran out of wood fairly quickly though. Night came after I'd collected more wood. I slept and then went to get more stone I needed to create the floor of the house. I grabbed about 42 stone and headed back. I rested and sorted my inventory into the chest. I thought I had enough stone, but I barely did half the house. So I went to get more stone. My tools were starting to break, so the fact that I came to gather meant that I could make more tools later, and I wouldn't have to worry. I found at least 8, maybe 10 pieces of coal ore whilst I was getting stone. I don't understand what's happening. This was the biggest vein I've ever seen. I returned home, but it was night time, so I slept after I'd filled in the floor. Next morning, I decided to make a smoker to cook all of the meat I'd found. I put all of the random things I didn't need into the chest and made a hoe so I could begin a farm. I gathered a bit more walnut wood, 2 trees, so that I could make the outline to the farm. I made it similar to how you would find it in villages, with some tilled soil in the middle, with water and a log outline. However, I decided to strip the logs because I don't really like the bark texture on them, and it made the whole build a bit more cohesive. Placed down some stairs because I didn't have enough logs to put in the middle, but I think it looks nicer because I can easily walk up. I tilled the ground and planted my wheat. I needed to make a bucket so I could put some water in the centre to saturate the land, so I went caving. I found an area that looked fun to explore, so I screenshotted the coordinates to go back later. I found some iron, which I collected and then used to make a bucket. I thought this cave might go somewhere cool, but there was just a pool of water at the bottom. Bit boring. I made my way back to the surface through the area I'd explored earlier, and once again it was night time. I spotted a zombie in the distance, and of course, being me, decided to run towards it instead of away. I got in a fight with it, and it got me fairly low, but I managed to kill it. I smelted my iron and went to bed. Next morning, I collected my ingots and turned them into a bucket to collect some water. I went and got some water from the swamp and began to head back. I was walking along and noticed something on the ground, which I kid you not, I thought was a diamond. But it turns out it was just a duck egg. I found a creeper on my way back and thought I could kill it, but it blew up behind me. I heard the laugh of a witch, so I ran back. I finished up the farm and improved the house. I loved making this episode. Thanks for watching.